The Navigator returns for 2019 with few changes, still overwhelming and parched and expensive and absolutely unashamed in regards to it. It's difficult to botch its goals. It's the most rich and agreeable Lincoln in the last 50 years. Guides come in base, select, reserve, and black label trims. For 2019, reserve versions get a standard tech bundle and add a CD player to the most costly sound framework, while black labels get standard 30-way control seats and a possibility for a center column seat situate. The 2018 overhaul put much more power in the engine, and made the Lodge significantly progressively shower with more chrome, gleaming wood and splendid screens. The Navigator's outline is about equivalent to the Expedition's, yet its styling takes off with a nose that extends toward the sky. Its huge chrome grille shows up obtained from the Lincoln Continental car and after that exploded. Vast tail lamps spread over the back. New wheels are sensational, with complex twirls. It's almost as quick as the rulers of speed in the full-measure SUV field, with names like Jaguar, Porsche, Mercedes, Land Rover, and Jeep. It can pull its 3 tons to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds, because of its 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, which makes 450 strength and 510 pound-feet of torque. Its 10-speed program transmission drives the back wheels, with accessible all-wheel drive. Its ride and dealing with move more certainty than that of full-estimate SUVs from GM, on account of versatile suspension and controlling. Be that as it may, as we stated, the Navigator is about extravagance, not control. Extravagance in Navigator talk implies space and mitigating wraps up. The base Navigator has a 122.5-inch wheelbase and is 210.0 long. There's additionally an all-encompassing Navigator L, with a 131.6-inch wheelbase and 221.9 crawls in by and large length. It seats 7 with accessible skipper's seats, or 8 in its standard trim. Tall grown-ups can really fit in the third line. The Lodge is disconnected from roughness, on account of thick solid protection and side glass. No accident test information exists, however most Navigators have programmed crisis braking and can have an Encompass seat camera framework. High Innovation incorporates a 12-inch screen that replaces customary checks, Wi-Fi with 4G LTE speed, back seat excitement, and a non-meddling infotainment framework with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto similarity. The best sound alternative is a 20-speaker Rebel framework that streams Sling TV. The outside is a ton cleaner than it was before the overhaul. Presently the surfaces are inconspicuous and the subtleties sharp. The wrinkles are attractive. The corners state Lincoln. Enormous headlamps outskirt a work grille flaunting its Lincoln insignia. Top models have LED lighting for the identification, just as light to give occasion to feel qualms about the ground under the entryways. At the back, the lighting and marking appears to be extreme, from the past and not what's to come. In different spots, the harmony among retro and edge is wonderful. In the not very far off past, Ford possessed Land Rover, and a portion of the common styling remains. Like the Range Rover, the Navigator has a thin profile without columns. There are chrome vents on the front bumpers, and swirly 21-tocked wheels. The outside extravagance of the Navigator is something you won't discover on British SUV, in any case. In the Lodge, a wide dash part by a reassure would be at home in a mid-century current upper or room. High gold screens light up the space, from the highest point of the dash and behind the guiding wheel. About each instrument on the dash is rimmed with metal, its vast majority chrome-plated. Wherever you look, from the even creases on the seats to the custom-fitted entryway rim, the meticulousness comes through. The black label demonstrate highlights a brilliant white chalet subject, a no-click destination topic, or a vintage yacht club topic with smooth trim and blue calfskin that should speak to, well, vintage yacht club types. The Navigator begins at almost $75,000, despite the fact that it's anything but difficult to raise that to more than $100,000. It used to be a deal contrasted with the Cadillac Escalade and Range Rover, yet no more. It's comprehensive in its standard highlights and choices, yet it is anything but an extraordinary esteem, and its guarantee is just better than expected at the Black Label level, where drivers get 4 years or 50,000 miles of cover inclusion and pickup administration for fixes.